Every beginner finds applying henna challenging. But these simple tricks will instantly take your designs to the next level. The moment you start applying henna, the first thing on your mind isn't the straightness of the line, it's your hand's steadiness. Because the truth is, if your hand isn't relaxed, no matter how many times you try, the line will never come out perfectly straight. Every artist first checks their hand grip as soon as they hold the cone. People who hold the cone too tightly often get nervous right from the first line, while those with a softer grip set the tone for the entire design with a light, agile touch. As the tip of the cone approaches the hand or paper surface, there's a tiny pause, where your breath halts, your eyes focus, and your hand prepares to flow in a single direction. This is the moment where an artist's true confidence shows. Many beginners rush the first line, but in reality, this first line forms the foundation for the entire design. Its alignment, pressure, and flow influence every detail that follows. While drawing the first line, it's essential to keep your hand slightly elevated and avoid tilting the cone too much. If the cone tilts too far left or right, the line may either appear thick or broken. That's why the two most important things for the first line are a relaxed hand and gentle pressure on the cone. When the first line flows smoothly, a small spark of confidence lights up within the artist, as if the design itself is saying, "All right, today, your hand is in sync with me." The most interesting and challenging part of any design is the curves. This is where patience and hand flow are truly tested. Beginners often rush through curves, but haste leads to uneven, crooked, and unbalanced lines. The key to beautiful curves is a relaxed hand and the correct angle of the cone. Holding the cone slightly higher or at a subtle side angle makes a huge difference, keeping the lines clean and even while giving the design that soft flow that immediately pleases the eye. While forming curves, your hand must move slowly and steadily. This doesn't mean the motion should be slow, but every movement must be controlled and deliberate. As the cone touches the surface, the hand naturally follows, and the curve forms in its natural shape. If the hand is hurried or unsteady, the curve's rhythm breaks, affecting all subsequent elements of the design. When small petals or fine patterns appear in the design, this is where the artist's skill and cone control truly shine. Small petals require a light hand and full focus because even slight excess pressure or a wrong cone angle can ruin the line. Proper grip, hand flexibility, and slight wrist movements are key at this stage. Relaxing the hand, allowing a gentle wrist motion, and tilting the cone slightly helps lines form into perfect shapes. During each petal's formation, the artist visualizes the direction with their eyes, ensuring each petal sits perfectly in place. Grip, pressure, and micro wrist movements are crucial for achieving perfect curves and lines in detailing. In small petals, consistency and pressure balance are the most important factors. Too much pressure creates thick petals that don't match the rest of the design, while too little pressure produces faint or broken lines. These techniques are what transform a design from ordinary to professional and elegant. Every hand has its own personality, and this is where an artist's understanding and adaptability come into play. Each hand has a unique shape, size, and proportion, and the design must be adjusted accordingly to appear both beautiful and balanced. Long, slender hands showcase vertical lines and elongated leaves more effectively, while rounder or smaller hands look best with compact, filled, and curved elements. Spacing and proportion are also crucial. If the elements are too close, the design looks crowded; if too far apart, it looks empty. Therefore, every petal, leaf, or motif must be placed according to the natural contours of the hand. This attention to detail is what separates amateur designs from professional ones. During the detailing phase, the grip on the cone and hand relaxation become even more critical. Detailing involves tiny lines, curves, dots, and intricate patterns that define the design's beauty. If the hand is tense or the cone held too tightly, lines become uneven, rough, and messy. Professional artists keep their hands completely relaxed, wrists soft, and use gentle, controlled pressure with the cone. Micro wrist movements, light grip, and smooth cone glide make detailing effortless and elegant. Detailing is not just technical, it's creative meditation. Each micro line and intricate shape is executed with full coordination between mind and hand, producing harmony, delicacy, and elegance in the final design. When half the design is complete, this is the moment where confidence surges. The hand naturally settles, rhythm is established, and the remaining patterns flow easily. The feeling after completing half the design is not only artistic but emotional, a small sense of relief, joy, and the assurance that the rest of the design will come out just as smooth and balanced. The artist's hand becomes fluent and confident, as the cone and henna consistency are perfect. Every movement feels easy, comfortable, and fluid, and even during detailing, the softness is maintained. Focus and concentration also increase as the pattern progresses. Each line, petal, and paisley starts integrating seamlessly with the rest. Finally, the confidence and flow that come after completing half the design play the most crucial role in finishing the rest. This is the feeling every professional artist knows. Once the rhythm is established, the rest of the design practically draws itself. Every element appears harmonious, every line balanced, and every detail visually satisfying. This is the magic of completing half a design, which guarantees the overall beauty and elegance of the final piece. If you enjoyed these tips, watch the full video, like it, and don't forget to subscribe. Message us to get your personalized Mehndi designs. We'll create the perfect design just for you.